what do you think about that? What do you think about this? All the new digs, fancy
Mm,
colors. You
mhm.
got a new studio.
Not really. I'm in my smoke room.
Okay, the Wayans brothers are back, though.
Yeah, it's so I
That's
can chain smoke.
that's the most important thing. Chain smoke. Isn't that like an Amy Winehouse song or something?
I don't know, but I'm heading there soon, wherever she's hanging out. I
The
keep smoking
Winehouse.
these cigarettes.
Are
You know
you
who else has bad habits? Our good old friend of the show, a man who's complimented me on my shoes before, literally has said, "Nice shoes, mate. Where'd you get them?" This gentleman that I feel like I've invested more time in his well-being than my own. This man has addictions too. His name is Conor McGregor.
Oof.
And Bloathead, Tomato Face, whatever you want to call him, has embarrassed himself yet again at the BKFC this past weekend. Did you see the BKFC event and what did you think about it?
Okay, first of all, shout out to BKFC for putting on that event. Unbelievable. Fighters showed up. Philadelphia proved they are a fight town. The crowd was hot. The crowd was huge. I
Yeah.
mean, it's also the hometown of the owner himself. Mr. Feldman himself,
Yeah.
related to Marty Feldman, not the Marty Feldman that you're thinking of, with the fantastic eyeballs,
No,
but
he's more like Corey Feldman.
the boxer guy. Well, I mean, listen. Oh, do you think Marty Feldman's related to Corey Feldman? But
I
anyway,
don't know, but Bare Knuckle is awesome.
Bare Knuckle was awesome. If you didn't get a chance to see it, go back and see it. Knockouts galore. Way more knockouts than there actually should have been. Some of them that made you go, "Oh, we may have just witnessed something illegal."
Shouts
Uh,
out to Big Ben Rothwell for
um,
finally making that victory laugh mean something.
Shout out to Beck Rawlings.
Yes.
Shout out to Jeremy Stevens.
Kind
And
of.
then you saw, I mean, because Jeremy Stevens, I mean, can we get past the spoiler alert part now at this point?
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Rip it.
Okay, he broke his jaw.
Mhm.
Like he and Eddie Alvarez, to his credit, knew it was done right away. As soon as he got hit, he was like, I'm done. I'm over. And that was it. But then afterwards, of course, because we saw earlier in the night, we saw Connor show up in Connor fashion, only the way Connor could. And the crowd loved him and he loved the crowd, right? And he got in there through the night. And then afterwards, it seemed like everything had ramped up to this huge crescendo of Connor's going to promote everything on the back of his shoulders. And he climbed into the ring, taps taps the owner on the shoulder and says, "You make sure you tell him. You tell him that I'm fighting Jeremy Stevens in bare knuckle." Um, to which then he gets into Jeremy Stevens' face and starts this big face off, and you can hear like it's almost like he's calling the move way too close to the microphone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really
Well,
corny and cringy.
Connor's a completely different person than he was even, 2 years ago, let alone 5 years ago. He used to be articulate. His dialect was, his vernacular was fantastic. It felt like the young man was growing as a human and learning at the same
Mm,
time. He was becoming an intelligent young gentleman.
sure.
Then the booger sugar took over, the Colombian munching powder, whatever you want to call it. He is destroyed. He's not the same guy he used to be. And things like that are perfect points to what I'm saying are things like getting in the ring and going, "Who the fuck is that guy? Me and you are going to fucking fight." Knowing that a fight just got pulled from him, a $250 million, supposedly, if you believe the rumor and innuendo, a $250 million boxing exhibition with one Logan Paul in, this year.
All right.
And
Well,
that will lead me to talking about what the thumbnail leads to. But yes, Connor is embarrassing. He's embarrassing their company, and he's an embarrassing human being all around. That fight's not going to happen. Dana X'd it out already. Before he even opened his mouth, it was X'd out. And tell me and the listeners why.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. What Connor's done is what I like to call the yay yo yo yo, where that's exactly what it is. The yayo has turned him into a yo yo.
Hmm.
All right. But what he doesn't realize when he's doing this stuff, and I understand why he's doing it, he's in the moment. It's his company. He's got an ownership in there. Nobody can stop him from being an owner in another company like that, right? Absolutely not. So he's trying to hype it up and he's trying to build it up and he's doing everything he can. He's a showman. First and foremost, Conor is an absolute showman.
Yeah.
But to go out there and tap a fighter and get into his face and say, we're going to fight, to me, that means we're going to fight. The problem is, I don't have a contract with the UFC and Dana, who I've pretty much got to get on the phone now and be like, hey, can I do this bare knuckle thing with this other company, or are you going to let me out of my contract? To which Dana is going to be like, neither one, not today.
Well, if you believe when Dana White says what he says, and this is getting harder and harder every day. If you're watching Dana's life unfold, we'll do a whole subject on that eventually. We're compounding our case right now on Dana White, but Dana says if he doesn't want anybody in his company that doesn't want to fight in his company, so why wouldn't Conor be allowed to leave the UFC if he doesn't want to fight MMA anymore and he wants to go get these big money fights? Like, what's stopping him from chasing Balenciaga, Bugattis, and bloody noses as opposed to going to do MMA? Here's the other thing too, and I'll let you get back to it, but you can't do steroids in the UFC. Apparently, you can't do steroids in the UFC, and Conor is on steroids, so that's another reason why he would like. We haven't heard any of the athletic testing or anything going wrong for Conor, but I don't think they can chase him down in his Lamborghini boat.
Well, he is in the pool still. He is in the pool, allegedly. How much of that testing is being done, I don't know.
I don't think
Why
they're
the
chasing him
state
down.
no to this is because he is one of the top 5 highest commodities that is under contract to the UFC. He's a commodity that they use as a tool, as a weapon when they're going in to negotiate deals, especially with sponsors, especially with broadcasters, first and foremost. Because if Conor still has 2 fights left on his contract, you're damn right. If I can get a deal with Netflix to do something there, I'm going to use Conor as a reason to have him fight.
Even John Jones, who, if you listen to Dana again, has got the whole company and the most important person in mixed martial arts, and the video just surfaced with him and Conor partying out together, and he's pointing to Conor and saying, "This is the number 1 guy. I'm number 2." Like even John Jones knows it. John isn't getting offered $250 million to go box in India.
No. Well, and
Right.
this is just it. This is just it. This brings me to the other point. Conor is so out there. He's trying to keep his as many irons in the fire as you possibly can. His legal problems are not what he wants. So let's focus on all this other stuff. So he drums up an imaginary fight, so to speak, or maybe the fight was going to happen between him and Logan Paul. We saw that, right? And then we saw the what was it? The footage from the inauguration bus.
Yes.
Where Conor is talking to him like, hey, I thought you were going to say something. You kept your mouth shut. And the Ball brothers are like, we're not. Are we serious?
I take fucking both of you on at the same fucking time.
Why would you do that?
Even though I hate the fucking guy now, he's still, there's nothing like him getting you hyped up. Like, it's embarrassing watching him do the press conference at BKFC, but it's not embarrassing watching him in some other man's face going, "Oh, fucking eat your fucking face." Oh, it's the same reason why I love the Diaz boys. I just love that nose to nose shit. Although I do like the respect level that like Yuri and Alex bring. So like it's both sides of the fence. It's all sides of the coin. I love either side that it lands on.
Absolutely. But again, this goes to the thing that I said earlier. It's a contract, it's a fight. It's not going to happen unless Uncle Dana says it's going to happen. Then you take into the fact of what Jake Paul has said. Jake Paul said that the only reason this isn't happening is because Dana hates me. Conor's not allowed to fight my brother because Dana has a hate on for me.
Oh, I have a perfect solution for all of this.
3-way dance.
No, yeah, that's that. I wish under the TKO banner, but no. Connor goes and does whatever he's doing, whether it's in the UFC
Do
or it's just in the streets of Dublin.
you let him
And
out
you
of his
let the
contract?
Logan. Sorry,
Do you let him out of his contract then?
I don't know. I don't even care. Let's move on from Connor and let's go to the meat and potatoes of this fucking thing. Connor was just supposed to be the opening segue, and it took way longer than I thought it would. Yeah. Um, Logan Paul and Jake Paul both put out an announcement as of today, about 6 hours ago of this recording, and said that they're fighting each other in March. They both put out the same graphic, the same tweet. Well, they never really said they're fighting. They just have a face to face, and it gave a date, and it says on Max. To me, I think this is just some video podcast. What if it's not? And this is what they did to kind of, use that guy's money in India and say, hey, well, we can filter this through. Don't worry. We'll give you the biggest exhibition fake fight you've ever seen in your fucking life. Hey, Netflix, you want to fuck around? Should offer me more. Oh, I'm cursing a lot, aren't I? Fuck it. Whatever. We're already not
Double
monetized now.
tens, yeah.
It's been my patience is thin this week.
I get what you're saying though.
You know what I mean?
As you were saying this, I was thinking about
It's a
this.
ploy.
What if? Absolutely, they're not going to be fighting.
There's a few of them.
What if this whole thing? What if they are going to fight? What if they are going to fight in a video game against one another
in that undisputed game or whatever that's out?
Undisputed game or something.
Whatever it's called.
This is what we're going to see.
Oh, I hope not.
Would you be surprised if all of a sudden you're like, you tune in and it's like, all right, guys, we're going to do a video game.
No.
You're going to get to see, we're going to do a best of 7 simulations and we're going to wrestle each other as well.
Before we got stuck in like a year and a half live audio wrestling thing, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, love you. But before we got stuck in that year and a half and everything kind of got jumbled, I did say this on the original Wayans Brothers a long time ago, and I think I've even said it a couple times in the law. That's the money fight. If it's a real fight and they really hate each other, that would be the fucking money, because these boys are gonna fuck each other up. The problem is they patch their stuff up.
Yeah, they've got to. What it is they've got to realize what real money is.
Yeah.
And spending time in the WWE and spending time in that circle, and then Jake spending time in the world of boxing that, I mean, may or may not be about as you can imagine. You've learned how to make money off of the business. They've learned that part of it. So why not? Why not do this? But there's no reason. There's no buildup. There's no nothing. And if they were to try to build a story, nobody's going to buy it. Everybody's going to believe that it's as fake as Logan Paul in the WWE.
It'll be as fake as that last Jake Paul fight with Tyson.
Happening when it's supposed to happen as well. Okay. What? I guess Jake's or Logan's not doing anything for WrestleMania this year.
I guess we've only got 2 months to train. They've got 8 weeks to train as of today.
It's the end of March 27th or something like that. I think I saw that was the date. And
we're in January 28th.
WrestleMania is the week after, 2 weeks after.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a work, guys.
Come on.
You couldn't even get cleared.
If we've taught you anything about this show, go back, watch the episodes. If we taught you anything, it's that we got Miss Cleo and this Zero. That's who's doing this show. Miss Cleo, this Zero. But we've never been wrong. We've never been wrong.
That's it. I'm pitching something to Sirius when they're back buying Canadian content again. It's going to be called the Cleo and the Zero. It doesn't even rhyme properly. I can't do that.
Yes, Eminem would make it rhyme.
It'd be the hero and the Zero.
No. You're the Cleo. Everybody would understand that.
I wish I had a beep sound because I was just about to say the beep and the beep. That's a different show, though. Okay, well, closing this out. Guys, don't let the logo fool you. This is the same thing. This is what's a work. This is the law. This is live audio wrestling. But this is back to its roots, the Wayans Brothers, where we talk about MMA and fighting. You can check out the Bees of Boxing on the channel. You can check out a whole bunch of interviews coming from Huge Pop Radio. As far as I know, I don't know. Things have been going some wonky this week. We might not have any more interviews. But if we do, they'll be on the fucking channel. There's 11. How about that?
That's it. All right. Well, listen, as I'm going to say each and every time at the end of one of these things, just do me a favor, Brady, when you're doing that. All right. Tuck your chin.